You know that MySQL is a DBMS. But what is DBMS and what it does for us? In this lesson, I will formally define the term DBMS for you. Actually, DBMS is an acronym for Database Management System. Here we start with first defining the term data. You see here this number 59. Now the question is this the data? Seemingly it is just a number. It has potential to become the data, but to start with, as it is, just 59 is not data but just a numeric figure, as we really do not know what 59 represents or what it stands for. When I say age 59, it has just begun to acquire some meaning, but still the question remains, age of what? Now, age of an employee. Mind here, I said an employee. That is one particular employee currently in consideration, not all employees or any employee. Thus now the things seem to have reached to make some sense. 59 is the age of an employee. This represents a fact of real life. So 59 is a data. Now to define the data, we need to generalize the case. 59 is the value of an attribute of an entity. Now what is an entity? A real world thing or object, say physical or logical, which has some description and purported to be unique, is called as an entity. Uniqueness is an important property of an entity. Just like every customer is unique, every student is unique, every car is unique. Each of the things we look around is unique, howsoever they might be similar, but they are unique. An attribute is a property of entity in terms of which the description of the entity can be given. So an employee may be described in terms of his or her name, age, gender, position, etc. So each of these name, age, gender, position are attributes. So now we can define the term data. It is the value of an attribute of an entity which actually represents a fact about the entity. After we know what the data is, we know that each of the entities has several of attributes in terms of their values, and there may be several of such entities. Now think of if your university does not provide you with an admission form but asks all the students to provide their information on plain paper. Do you think all the biodata submitted by the students will have uniform structure, say chronologically, or placement of the fields on the paper? The answer is no. So now you start feeling the need of organization of the data. The organization can be in any shape and form, but some sort of organization must be there. Like here in this case, we have put the data at the bottom, you can see, in the form of the table. Such organized form of data is called as database. So data in the form of database provides us with several of the facilities. It facilitates access, so you can quickly know the age of any person. It facilitates us to understand information and scrutinize the information quickly and help in decision making. It facilitates analysis and manipulation, for example, making the changes. But database is not just a dump yard. There are several operations we need to perform on the data stored in the database. So you must have some tools to handle those operations of retrieval, update, insert, delete, secure, backup and recovery, to say a few. This is called as database management. But while handling the data, there are a couple of things need to be observed. All the data that you might put in the database must be valid. For example, it should not allow you to put a date with 13th month or use duplicate enrollment number for a student. The data should be accessible to various users and processes simultaneously, while the data also being updated by some other users, which means acute concurrency control. This apart, data must be consistent after a change has taken place, so you need to have protocol to be implemented to achieve this. That is what we call a system. Thus, system ensures sharing and concurrency without causing any violation of data integrity and consistency. So now we have enough understood the meanings of each of the terms involved in DBMS, and we are ready to put that everything formally together and put it in the form of a definition. So here is the formal definition of what DBMS is. DBMS is an acronym for Database Management System. It is a computerized application system which allows organized storage, management, manipulation, handling and maintenance of information. Now we come to the end of this lesson. continue your study with the next. Thanks for watching.